Hi, I'm Jordan, and today I'm going to demonstrate some different techniques that you can use when painting with watercolors. What you're going to need are watercolors, a brush, a cup of clean water, paper towels, and a piece of paper. Alright, let's get started. The first technique I'm going to show is wet on wet. In this technique, both the paper and the brush are wet before you paint. First, you want to paint the water on the paper where you want the paint to go. Then, making sure your brush is wet, add paint to the water on your paper. The paint will spread through the water, having a splotchy, watery look. Next, I'm going to show you the wet on dry technique. In this method, you simply use your wet paintbrush and paint on dry paper. This technique allows you to have more control over where the paint goes. Now I'll show you the dry on dry technique. With this technique, the paint has to be slightly wet so that you can use it, but make sure that you dry off your brush so there isn't excess water. In dry on dry, the lack of water will make the paint appear grainy and rough. Okay, so those are the three techniques I'm going to show you. Another important concept to notice when using watercolors is the effect of adding water to a certain color of paint. When I add more water to a color, the paint is lighter and easier to spread over large areas. When I use the same color with less water, the paint is darker and more solid. It is also harder to cover large areas in a short amount of time. These are some of the common watercolor techniques that you can use. Now get painting!